let's say I'd like to, yeah, but not really. Probably from that is the amount of, this is a bar representing all my miniatures that I have, all kits or whatever. This would be painted from that so much. That's probably too much. So not really. Sad as this may be. Another such a question. I'm not a good painter, definitely not. I try to paint my models clean. I just recently bundled together my very first miniatures that I had in the it were coming in what I bought first, the old starter set, the old Battle Force, and a few things that I bought in the first 2 years, maybe 3 years, because I really didn't like the paint job and they were beyond rescue. You couldn't just repaint them. So I tried to get them off eBay and yeah, start anew basically, or with what I bought after, which is better painted. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I don't do any highlighting, shading, well, with only washes. They are pretty cool, so ever since they came out I use them, but definitely not a good painter. I would say tabletop standard, so I would go with a 5 here. Yeah, my miniatures are, I don't consider them badly painted, but certainly not good. Yes, I am one of the few, I get the impression, hobbyists that actually buy the White Dwarf. Again, I bought my first White Dwarf in 1996 or 7. It was a German issue number 23. I hunted down on eBay the issues number 1 to 22. So right now I have every German issue from 1 to, what are we now? 170, 80? Can't recall. Don't have it here. So yeah, I know a lot of, the majority of the people say, well, you find everything on the website except for some useless stuff. I don't know, I'm old school. I used to read a lot and I want something substantial in my hand, a book, a magazine, and I don't want to read stuff on a computer screen. Same, it's always the same with computer manuals, game manuals. Companies tend to put just a PDF file somewhere on the CD and you can print it out or not. I want the book, you know. No matter how large the instruction set is, I need something real to read, and I buy the White Dwarf. Yeah. As for new Codices, yes. Every time a new one comes out for one of my armies, I buy it. I have a lot of Codex books, not necessarily the newest version, but because I like reading fluff and want to be informed about possible other opponents' armies. I also have a lot of Codex books that are from armies that I don't play. Even a few from Warhammer, well, not a few from Warhammer Fantasy, the Storm of Chaos from that worldwide campaign. I like reading the fluff, definitely. So as for staying updated, Codex books, Codices, yes, but the FAQs, honestly, I for some reason I never check them. I totally forget to check the website if there's something new printed out or whatever. I don't think I have one single FAQ on my PC. I don't know why it's. Can't explain it. I consider myself a competitive player, so I do like to win. Who doesn't? But I enjoy the game. it's not like I'm not a power gamer. I don't know. So as I said, from all these 28, 29 games that I ever played against my pal, he won 2, and there were 3 draws, I believe. So I won the vast majority. And but I have to admit, the games where I basically tabled him, wiped him off the gaming board, these were the least enjoyable games. Those who were really, really close, and we couldn't be seen who's gonna win until the very last turn. These were the most enjoyable games, definitely. So I don't know how to answer this question. I do like to win, but I also basically always have fun. Whether it's an easy game for me, or whether it's a close call, I enjoy the game in any case. No, I'd like to, but it's like this. There is one here in Potsdam, Germany. There is one independent retailer for many, many years now, and about last year or the year before that, an official Games Workshop store opened here, but they are somewhere in the town, and so basically I would have to travel there by bus, bahn, whatever. It's not close to where I live, and I don't like going that extra way. So the only person I ever played against was my friend, and a 2-man tournament doesn't sound too exciting. So I never took part in any tournaments, but I would definitely like to, just for the experience. Difficult. As I said just shortly before, I won the majority of our matches. Again, he won 2, probably 3 draws, and from the out of 28, 29 games, I won the rest. So the question now is, am I such a good player, or is he my friend, just such a bad player? I have no idea. And the only thing that I can remember is I spent a lot of time preparing my army. So I grabbed the rule book, the codex from his army, pen, paper, a calculator, and then I sit down somewhere for at least half an hour. But usually it's about 1 hour that I need to get an army list together. And I do this early, and throughout the whole week we play on weekends. I usually, about every day, something new comes to my mind. Oh, wait a minute, that's much better. So again, something was changed and whatever. And constantly, up until the very last day. So I would say, whereas my friend just probably, sometimes he created his army after I got to his place. He looked, okay, I have these models. Yeah, I'll take this. Well, how much is left? Okay, this. I personally think he doesn't really care enough about his army composition. So how do I answer this question? I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably a 6, maybe a 7. I can't compare. I have never played somebody else. 6 or 7. Cheating? Well, seriously. Not even some model bumping to get that extra half-inch. I take pride in winning my matches, honestly, and just through skill and dice luck, if there is any. No, I don't think I ever cheated. I made mistakes by accident. Like I remember one thing, when playing Dark Elder in the first games, I always thought they had their shadow lenses, dark lenses, had a range of 48 inches, like laser cannons, but they don't. It was a mistake. I didn't know that. But that's not cheating if you make such a mistake by accident. So really cheating by deliberately, no. No. Again, I lost only 2 times so far, so I don't have the experience in losing, but I'm not somebody who throws a temper tantrum, hissy fit or whatever. I may get a bit more silent and calm. Well, I say calm, so, and I try to observe what am I doing wrong, what went wrong, but I'm not freaking out. My buddy is different. He's then more like, move your units. He's pissed, and he's lucky. He's lucky that I'm not like him because when he's apparently winning, when the game is going good for him, he's like, ha 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 ha! I totally owned that unit, and so he's entirely different, and it's I have to admit it's hard to stay calm there and not reach across the table and slap his face, but no, I'm not like this. Even losing, I'm silent, not mad. I think that's the better version. I would say throughout all the games, and as far as I can remember, it was average. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. The very last thing from our last game that I can remember, I played Necrons, my buddy's Necrons against his Imperial Guard. 1500 point battle. In the very first round, I teleported the Lord with 20 warriors right next to a tank of his. And these were 4th edition rules, mind you, so glancing hits could destroy a vehicle. And 20 warriors, the Lord, and I moved 3 destroyers into position, so they shot at the tank too. Statistically speaking, there should have been 4 to 6 glancing hits. Nothing. In return, since they teleported there, so they were stacked like the Lord, and all the warriors around him, you need to position in a circle. He had 3 Leman Russes, they all shot their templates, the pie plates on the warriors. Of course, the templates did not scatter, they all hit. Boom, in one round I lost the Lord and I believe 560 points from 1,500, so more than a third of the army. I had incredibly bad luck with the dice at the beginning of the game, but I actually managed to pull off a draw. And at the end of the game I had some luck. I remember a squad of 4 Scarab bases. They went into close combat with one of his infantry units. They managed to do some losses. They received 3 wounds. As you may know, Scarab Swarms have a 5-up armor save. I managed to make all 3. Next round they hop into the next close combat, again kill a few guys. They basically ran over the first squad, so they ran into the next one. Again, suffered 3 wounds, made all 3 armor saves again. Then they ran into the 3rd unit, and then they got stuck there and had suffered a few losses. But there I had some luck. So again, throughout the course of a game and the gaming career, it equals itself out. Good luck, bad luck. In the end, it's all average.